Hello, Angela Brown here. So, just a couple things. I am wanting to go live on YouTube and I need to have more subscribers in order to do so. So, please hit like and subscribe and share it with friends, family, coworkers, whoever you think might like this. I would really appreciate it. I am trying to grow a little bit more just so that I can do my lives on YouTube. So, another thing is I am offering a course for Christian women, and this course is starting April 1st and it goes to June 17th. It is a 12-week course. You get a weekly one-on-one session with me. That's about 15-20 minutes. And then you get a 1 hour class each week with a small group of women of learning the tools that helped me grow into becoming a better version of myself. Before I was stuck, I complained a lot. I was negative. I was a yeller. I found fault in everything I came across. I wasn't a happy mom. I wasn't a happy wife. And I learned tools the last several years that have completely transformed my life. Now, has it made me perfect? Absolutely not. I still make mistakes in a lot of areas, just like you do. But the difference is now is I have the tools that I can go to my toolbox and use these tools and help me to be able to regroup and help me to ground myself and be able to come back stronger and better than before. And so these tools are there to help you become your best version of yourself. And these are things that I've learned in the last several years that I know will help you. I went from being depressed and I had suicidal thoughts for 30 plus years, and I was not in a good spot. And so I haven't been depressed and I haven't had any suicidal thoughts for going on 9 years. To me, this is miraculous because I felt stuck for so long and I didn't know how to overcome. And I finally got the tools that helped me overcome. So that's why I created this 12-week course for Christian women. And it's not just for Christian women that feel depressed or suicidal, it is for Christian women that are feeling out of control, or maybe you are feeling stuck. Maybe you're feeling stagnant. Maybe you're feeling unfulfilled in life. Maybe you feel like you're just living the day, each day as a monotonous day, and it's just you're showing up and just not having very much excitement, very much joy in life. It is for all walks of life. So I think that the tools that I offer are tools that help anyone and everyone. So, but I specifically work with Christian women. So if you or a daughter or a coworker or whoever you feel might need this, please refer them to this course, and it will be amazing. I will just love working with you. So, and that will be in the comments below. I will have that link to sign up for that course. So I wanted to talk to you about something very dear to my heart because this is something that helped me realize that I had a lot of change to take place. So several years ago, I felt very out of control, very, very out of control. And we all want control in our lives, right? We all want a sense of feeling like we're in control. But sometimes we let these outside things or people outside of us um, dictate to how we feel. And that's not the case. They don't have that power. Things or other people don't have that power over us. But for the longest time, I was giving the power away to these people and things, whether it be the weather or whether it was my spouse, or it could be your kids or a coworker. It could be the news. You may watch the news channel, and it might spin you through a loop of, oh my gosh, and just get you down a negative hole, right? And so a lot of factors can affect um, us in how we feel inside. And if we have a lot of turmoil going on inside, we are going to feel out of control. A long time ago, I would run into women. They would say, "Hey, how are you doing?" And I'm like, I feel like I'm on this merry-go-round going so fast and I can't get off. And I'm just like, stop, stop, but I can't get off. And it's just feeling so out of control and not having that ability to stop that merry-go-round. So that's just kind of one of the things that I relate to. So you know what? The first step of when we have these out of control feelings is to have awareness that we know what it is, the emotion, exactly pinpoint it, and that we can acknowledge and then take action, have responsibility afterwards. So we need to start by asking ourselves some questions. Where is our state of mind? What is it that we are thinking about? Where is our focus for the majority of the day? Are we focused on are we focused on, you know, stressful situations going on? Are we focused on the negativity that's going on around us? Or are we focused on the beautiful things of life? Are we focused on finding more joy and peace and that kind of stuff? So we need to pay attention to where our focus lies. And if we're not willing to face our emotions, we have one of two things that's going to happen. If we're not willing to go there, we're going to be stuck in our pride, and we're prideful. And two, we're not going to be able to feel a sense of control like we want to feel. We want to feel this control, but we cannot feel that control unless we are willing to go there, to sit with our emotions and be there. So that's huge. So I encourage you to pay attention to these emotions. Our emotions are there for a reason. These emotions that we don't like feeling, which is the negative emotions, a lot of the emotions can be negative and we don't like feeling those. Well, it's okay. We all get the negative emotions. We all need to process through them, and we all need to recognize what it is we're feeling, because these emotions let us know if we are on track or off track for our identity, for our purpose, for our life mission. It lets us know the seed that's been planted in us long before we came to this earth of what we were to do and what we are as an individual, unique, beautiful soul. We have these amazing gifts that we can tap into, but we've got to be willing to go there. We've got to be able to process through the gunk, the yucky emotions, right? And it's okay. Sit with these emotions. So I like to call it out. Call out the emotion. What is it you're feeling? Is it anger? Is it frustration? Is it stress? Is it tiredness, feeling weighed down? Is it disappointment? Is it fear? Is it worry? Is it, it could be a myriad of things, you guys. So call it out. Put a name on the emotion. You're feeling something, you're not quite liking it. Put a name on it, call it out, and sit with it. And how we do that, how we sit with it, is we start asking ourselves some questions. Okay, when we call it out, we just named what it was. So that's the first question. What is it that I'm feeling? What is it that I'm not liking right now? Oh, I'm not liking that I feel anger right now, or I'm not liking being so frustrated. So what is the first question? Why? Why am I feeling this way? Why what was brought up that made me come to this inside this emotion that I don't like, whatever it is? Or and then we can ask where. So the questions of what, how, when, where, go there, go to these questions that you can ask. Where is a very important question we can ask ourselves. Where did this emotion originate from? A lot of the times when we get, I'm going to tell you some stories. When I was a mom to my older kids, when they were younger in the home, I've got three married kids out of the house on their own. When I was younger and raising them, I would get so upset and angry if they spilled their milk on the floor. I would lose it. And I thought that that made me angry. I thought, you made me so angry because you did this. Well, no, that's not what made me angry. That situation, usually the situation that you are in, that's causing frustration, disappointment, um, anger, worry, or whatever, that's not what sets you off in the first part. It's an underlying emotion that's been there for years. Whether this emotion is something that you had before you were born, or maybe as a small child, or as an adolescent, or as an adult, these emotions originate from somewhere. So ask, Where did this emotion originate from? I guarantee you, when we start asking questions is the most powerful thing that we can do to grow spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and yes, even physically. Asking ourselves questions is so important. I truly believe we as a society, myself included, we do not ask ourselves enough questions. So, if you're ever feeling frustrated and angry, maybe not but maybe frustrated or angry or stress or fear or all of the above, who knows? Whatever it is you're feeling, we must be able to go there and call it out, take that ownership, and be able to ask ourselves these questions. Asking questions because God is in us, we will get an answer. You will get an answer. You start asking, and you will get an answer. You know what? Sometimes those answers don't come right away. Be patient. It takes practice, it takes time. But I guarantee you, now versus 10 plus years ago, I didn't ask myself questions. I would just fly off the handle, and I felt like I was just a robot, just reacting to everything that went on around me rather than stopping to ask myself some questions. So when we stop and ask ourselves some questions so that we can get further light and knowledge on the situation, we will be able to handle it differently. And when we ask, we will receive. Practice, practice. Don't give up on yourself. Just practice, because it's so important to know where the underlying is on these negative emotions. Okay, so I just want to let you know, you and we have full control over our emotions. Full control. There are a lot of teens and there are a lot of adults that go around saying, they make me so mad because they did this, or I am so mad because my team didn't win, or oh, I'm so mad that the weather's not cooperating, now I can't enjoy my day. Whatever it is, we like to place the blame when we're feeling a certain way. We like to just, put it on an outside source, when really we have complete power and control over our thoughts, over our emotions. We have control of what we're going to do with them. Now, hey, let me tell you, thoughts come and go, and a lot of our thoughts, it's just human nature. A lot of we get 50 to 70,000 thoughts a day. That's a lot of thoughts going in and out. The scientists say up to 60 to 65% of those thoughts, maybe even 70% for some of us, most of these thoughts tend to be on the negative side. And so we're going to get negative thoughts, and we're going to get these thoughts, whether they're good or bad. We're going to get these thoughts that we're like, okay, that's not my own thought. Where did that come from? And that's okay. Ask yourself, where did that come from? And we're going to get these thoughts, but it's what we do with these thoughts. Let's say it's a bad thought. It does not align with your beliefs. It doesn't align with you feeling centered and in control. So say it's a thought that is not settling well with you. You get to choose to turn that off. You get to choose to replace it with, no, I refuse to go there. No, that's not who I am as a person. I will not do XYZ, or whatever thought came into your mind. So it is so important to be able to call it out, name it, and rebuke it, get it out, and replace it with gratitude, with positive thoughts. We are in complete control of our actions. We have more control than we realize. We have control over what we see. Sometimes we can't control what we see, right? Especially when we're in a public situation and we can't control necessarily what we hear and what we see all the time. But we can choose to leave. We can choose to replace that thought, or whatever it is we heard, or whatever we're watching. We can choose to turn things around. We can choose good entertainment for our mind, for our body and soul. We can choose good music for our mind, body, and soul. We can choose good, healthy, wholesome foods that are going to feed us and nourish us on a spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical level. Yes, the food we eat affects us on every level, not just our physical body and giving it the water and the good nutrition that we need. It not only affects our body, it affects us spiritually, emotionally, and mentally in how we think. So, and I get into these in a lot deeper um, in my course for women. So, no, just realize that no one or no thing can make you upset. Sometimes it's a habit. I used to say, "You make me so mad because da 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 da," or "I am so mad," or "I'll be happy when," and that never happens. I'll be happy when this outside source is working better in my favor. I'll be happy when or if, and I'm telling you that mindset does not work. It does not get you ahead in life whatsoever. So replace all these negative thoughts that we get, the emotions, with gratitude. Like, hey, thank you for showing up. I'm feeling like this. I don't quite like it. Where did it come from? Ask those questions. What is it exactly? Why am I feeling this way right here, right now? What situation just happened to bring that out in me? And then where did this originate? Oh, I promise when you get those questions, you will get an instant will flash in your mind of maybe a childhood experience. And it will bring you back to, oh my gosh, I remember feeling like this when this and this and this happened. And wow, so I wasn't really upset with the person that I'm with right now at the time. I'm really upset is with the person back in my past. And wow, I need to clear that up. So we get our emotions, they're learning tools. They are teaching moments. Our emotions are teaching moments rather than working against us. Look at them as teaching you something. What is it teaching you? And you will be taught things with your emotions when you start asking these several questions, going down the list. The what, the why, the how, where did it originate from? And then how do I make it better? How do I resolve this? How do I process through this emotion? I guarantee you, the Spirit within, God within, will give you the answer. Jesus is our master teacher, and he can only appear when we're ready to work through our stuff, right? If we're not willing to go there with our emotions and sit in our emotions and be willing to process through our emotions, then one, we do have pride. And two, we are not going to get the control back that we want. We all want the sense of control. And I'm telling you, we all have more control than we realize. We have more control over the outcome of our lives. Yes, control financially. Yes, control with our emotions. We have control over our physical selves. We have control over our mind, over the words that come out of our mouth. Nobody can make you do or say anything. So we have more control than what we think. And if we come to the realize of the powerfulness of our minds and our brains and recognizing that the God within us and our Savior, Jesus Christ, is in us. And when we ask these questions, we will receive further light and knowledge and get help. So, hey, please subscribe, like this channel, and go ahead and if you're interested in the 12-week course that I'm offering for Christian women, it does start April 1st and it goes to June 17th of this year. And share it with friends, family, coworkers, neighbors. I'm here to teach, and I have a passion for improving yourselves. Improving self. I am still improving myself. It is a lifelong journey that you step into and you're just never done. It's a passion that I have, and it's something that I want to share with you. I want women all around me to have an excitement and a zest for life that they've never had before and take full control of their mindset, full control of themselves spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. So that will be in the comments below, is the form for that. And again, like and subscribe to this channel. And I really appreciate your support. Share it with friends and family again so that I can get enough subscribers to go live on YouTube. And you guys have an awesome week. I will see you next week. Thanks so much. Have a great day and God bless.